Call the meeting to order. The Vergne Planning Commission on August 27, 2013, regular meeting. Proper quorum has been determined. Ask for approval of minutes, July 30th, 2013, regular meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve the minutes as submitted.
I have a motion to approve as submitted. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business. First, we have a final plat, Hope Drive subdivision, re-subdivision of Lot 3. Three proposed lots of 1.08 acres. Property located at 112 Hope Drive. Tax map 018. Is that 1 or I?
That's an aye.
Okay. 018I, Group B, Parcel 10, R2 Medium Density Residential Zoning District, parcel owned by Larry Sims. Ms. Costanza.
Okay, as we discussed at the workshop, the previous plat that this plat is a subdivision of has not been recorded. They are almost, they have almost all of the paperwork done, but the dedication form needs to be accepted by the mayor and alderman at the next workshop, at the next meeting, which should be next week. After which the mayor can then sign the dedication form, and Mr. Sims can record the previous plat with the dedication form, and then this plat can be approved. So he has asked to defer until that can be taken care of at next week's mayor and alderman meeting.
Okay. Items deferred. Next, we have a site plan, Dollar General, proposed 9,100 square feet retail store, 2.05 acres, property located at the southeast corner of Waldron Road and Charter Place, tax map 029, parcel 2.07, C2 Highway Service Commercial Zoning District, parcel owned by Lit Du Ainson. Close enough? Ms. Costanza?
As we looked at the workshop, we had a total of 25 technical items, and since then we have worked diligently with the applicants to revise the site plan, and we have, as you can see on your site plan in front of you, they have revised the points of access, shifting the access point along Waldron Road further south, making it a right-in, right-out, and they've shifted the Charter Place ingress egress, in addition to adding some additional site parking, which I requested, some loading zones, and they've actually rearranged the circulation of the site, so I think it's a much better layout. And we do have parking along Charter and Waldron. However, they did do a really good job of shielding it from view with the landscaping. So all technical items have been addressed.
That being said, all the papers have been addressed. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, just one comment, just to make sure the staff understands. I appreciate the moving the driveway on Walden Road, although they're showing, identifying it as a right in, a right turn out. So make sure that when that gets put in, that is a either lined and or concrete up, so people cannot turn left to cause any problems with the junction itself. With that, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to accept as submitted.
I have a motion to accept as submitted. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have a site plan, Speedway, proposed 4,608 square feet, convenience store and retail fuel cell, 6.3 acres, property located at 5540 Murfreesboro Road, tax map 018F, Group B, parcel 1, C2 Highway Service Commercial Zoning District, parcel owned by Webb Real Estate Partnership. Ms. Costanza?
Okay, we identified 31 technical items at the workshop. Most of them, we were lacking some major documentation, including the traffic study, the signalization plan, the drainage calculations, the TDEC letter certifying the water course was a wet weather conveyance, and a letter from the certified engineer regarding encroachment in the floodplain. We have received all of that information. I have supplied you with the traffic study in addition, and the applicants have added a dedicated right turn lane at the full access entrance as the Planning Commission suggested at the meeting, at the workshop. that will allow easier access at the light. We did get the signalization plan, which will change the signal from a three-legged to a four-legged signal, and the traffic study does support the proposed roadway improvements and signalization plan that they have proposed. So the only comment that we have at this point is that TDOT will have to approve the road plans. So we will work with them throughout the remaining stages during construction. So if we would like to approve it, I would just suggest that we make a motion that it's contingent upon TDOT approving the roadway improvement plan.
A couple of questions for staff. On the drainage, we're satisfied with the drainage?
Yes.
On the turn signal, that there is going to be a left turn signal coming from Smyrna into Laverne?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to accept it submitted subject to the approval of, well, not subject to, it's going to be, this will be approved, and obviously if TDOT then fails or do not give them the turn lane, then it cannot be built that way. So I'll just accept as submitted.
I have a motion to accept as submitted. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have a site plan for interstate truck. Proposed 8,700 square feet, cell, office, and shop, 2 phases. 4.1 acres, property located at 425 Industrial Boulevard, tax map 029, parcel 7.01. I-2 heavy industrial zoning district, property owned by Interstate Development LLC. Ms. Costanzo?
Okay, we have worked with the applicants to address the 13 technical items that we had at the workshop. The applicants have actually increased the size of the 2 buildings from 4,000 to 4,800 each. However, they have proposed to not have them connected any longer so that they do not have to sprinkle the buildings. We did run this by the fire inspector, and he is satisfied with fire protection as submitted. Drainage calculations and the sidewalk requirement have been addressed. I believe the applicant is planning on doing the sidewalk fee in lieu, and so assuming that that is paid before receiving the building permit, all the technical items will have been addressed.
Mr. Chairman, just one comment. I don't know what you're going to do in those 2 buildings, and I'm not sure about this. I know the fire inspector could tell us probably, but depending on what use they have, will that not determine whether it has to be sprinkled or not?
It could.
Okay, as long as the applicant's aware of that, that's the main thing. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, with all the, appreciate the applicant working with us on all the issues, and with that I'll make a motion to accept as submitted.
I have a motion to accept as submitted. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have a recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Rezoning request, property located along Blair Road, tax map 029, parcel 20, consisting of 63.25 acres, currently zone I-2, heavy industrial zoning district. Proposed zoning R2, medium density residential zoning district. Request by Oliver Constable, parcel owned by John, is that Burns? Ms. Costanzo?
Okay, we discussed this item in great length at the workshop, and I would like to let you know that I have included an email and an additional plan with the packet for you to look at. Mr. Constable has asked that we defer this item tonight because the proposed sewer agreement that we have been waiting on between Laverne and Smyrna, just the draft agreement for the mayor and aldermen to review, has finally been received by the city. It should be on the workshop agenda this week. And because Mr. Constable was not present at the workshop to answer a lot of the questions that were discussed, he would like to have this item deferred to see what happens with the sewer agreement, and then also so that he can have a chance next month to address the slope, the access off Blair, some easements and the school zoning. So I do have an email where he has requested for a deferral.
Deferral on that. Next, we have bonds and letters of credit.
Mr. Chairman and Board, there's really nothing that needs to be updated at this point. Everything's up to date, I believe, until November. We do have a few more in Lake Forest that we will have one more draw on, but other than that, the next one is McFarland Point, Section 12, November 15th expiration, so everything's up to date.
And also note that Garland said, I think they were gonna start paving this week, possibly, or,
No, they have paved in Lake Forest. I don't know if anybody's been in that area or looked at it, but I think phase 63, 4, 65, 66, probably 78,
I knew
79,
some 70s.
77, I think maybe some of 76, some of 72. There's a lot of areas out there that have been paved, so if you want to go out there and look at some of the areas, it has been done, so you can kind of see what's been done with the money that has been received so far. Hopefully some of the residents have maybe called and let you know that they appreciated it being taken care of and done.
Been out in Lake Forest, so I appreciate it being done too.
That being said, are there any other comments, statements? Maybe